Kitty. May not have anybody join. Hi, Sky. Hi, April. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Kim. I was just saying to Kitty, we may not have anybody. Hi, Shack of all trades. Hi, Carrie Bishop. Chevy Gal, Willow's Homestead. You needed me, honey? I need you, Tanya. Angie. Oh, gosh, you guys, your babies are moving so fast. Hi, Shorty Small. Swiss Miss. Tennessee Twister, good morning. I know I missed some. Hi, Cherokee Girl. I know I missed some names because you guys were just flying by. Slow down. Who did I miss? Hi, Sandra. Carrie, thank you for being here and welcoming our viewers. Good morning, April. If I missed you, honey. I know my hair looks awful. I look awful. Hi, CD's Mimi. Hi, Half Pint. You're listening elsewhere and jumped right out and over to me? Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Misdemeanor. Hi, Blind. Who got Chevy Gal? You were talking? Hi, East Coastin'. Hi, Griffey. Griffey, did you get your place? Being nosy. None of my business. But I care. Hi, Semi C. Hi, Alabama. Thank you, Jennifer. Carrie, honey, even though, hi, Graham E. Even though summer is not our topic, hi, Spirit in the Sky Blue. Yeah, I can't stand her fake ass. Chevy Girl, I can't either, honey. Hi, Alicia Ann. Happy Thursday. Hi, Shar. You guys, you know what? Yesterday, hi, Stella, on our live. I thought yesterday all day long was the 13th. So in our live, hi, Ange, I said, hey, Stella, I, I thought it was the 13th. I made the remark that day after tomorrow would be 7 months since summer disappeared. Y'all, babies, I thought it was the 13th yesterday. I didn't realize till I woke up this morning that today is the 13th. So I'm sorry I misspoke on that. Hi, Beverly Wiley. You got to get approved to the. You were approved for the flat next to the school, but sadly we're struggling to find someone to adopt. What, honey? Oh no, you have to give up your fur babies to get your flat? Griffey. I don't like that, and I know you don't like it even more. Let me get back. CDs may have pints. Uh, well, babies, as a Chevy gal, I love that I remind some of you of Hi Patriot Wife. I wish I had gotten my stuff. Let me see if this will help. If I get too high up on the stand, it becomes precarious. Seriously. You might see that I'm in a little bit different position, and I'm sure you noticed. So if the camera suddenly falls forward, it's because we're on our little stand at the very top tier, because I didn't prop us up high enough to keep from cutting the top of my head off. And the reason that we're in this position in the day bed. Hi, Squid Ass. Good morning to you too, honey. I saw something about that, about a protest against something to do with YouTubers being irresponsible. Thank you, Kim. Um, what is going on? So my regular viewers will know the reason we're in this kind of weird position and have no topic is I'm having an MS day. And of the kitty, please don't knock my camera over, of the 16 major symptoms of remitting relapsing multiple sclerosis. I have, from time to time, all 16 of them. That's why my speech is a little bit different. I'm kind of having to focus. But I just wanted to see you guys. Well, see you. Thank you, Squid Ass. Now look, just so y'all know, this is not anything that any of you need to worry about. I'm only explaining what's going on because I'm propped up in a day bed. And the only other thing, I will, Selena, honey, I have remitting relapsing. And I was diagnosed, let's see, let me think now. 2001. I was diagnosed in 2005. And if I were going to go into what is called secondary progressive, like being in a wheelchair and whatnot, babies, it would have happened a long time ago. Long time ago. So, on days like today, got up at 6 o'clock like normal, took care of the animals like normal, had my coffee like normal, made the bed, got Bob's work clothes in the washing machine, realized that the next in our lineup with Summer is the why. Babies, I am not ready to try to figure that out. See, here we go there with the kitty. Yeehaw! Welcome to live stream on YouTube. So I did the best I could to set us up in a halfway respectable setting so that, it's not. But y'all, hang on for me just a sec here. Grab your barf bags. Let me see if I can't get just a little bit better. Did y'all see? Look, I'm still wearing pajama pants. All I did was put on a nice top, and I don't know, y'all, if you saw, where's my necklace? I don't know if you saw the upload I did yesterday, a gift from a viewer. AC sent those to me. Okay, I'm going to see if I can find, oh, that's heavy, the two things I have it propped up on. Let me find one more book. I've got it sitting up. I have a house full of books. Oh, Carrie, honey, what I was going to say a minute ago and lost my train of thought. Even though today's topic is not necessarily summer, if you would, honey, go ahead and drop your link that you made for us. Just when the mood strikes you, if you would, please drop the link for the information with summer. That one right there. Look at Carrie Bishop. Y'all, well, no, not every. I started to say every YouTube creator I watch that does lives will tell you they've got the best mods in the world. I think we have the best mods in the world. Okay, let's try this again. Look, y'all, when you get old, or if you have a chronic condition, see, let's try it like this. Let's see if this will work. Kind of go back into our regular spot, but maybe I can turn me. Thank you, Cherokee Girl, for dropping Griffey's link. Maybe I can turn me, and that'd be better. All right, what I was saying about getting old, or if you're young and you have a chronic condition, you got to keep a good attitude. You have got to keep a good attitude. All right. Kim, you have chronic migraine. Sweetie, hi Tanya. I've never had a migraine in my life, honey. But I understand that it's terrible. Squid, type 1 diabetes, and neuropathy. Miguel, how do I manage staying positive? Willow is asking. I'm thinking, I want to give you a valid answer to that. How do I manage to stay positive? Well, I had a really awesome mom. I was 3.5 years old when my father died of a heart attack. The twins, Roy and Royce, my siblings, were 10.5 years older than I, and our older brother, Chuck, was 13 years older than I. So that tells you they were young teenagers when Daddy died. And up until then, my parents married before World War II, right before World War II started. And literally, no joke, lived in a one-room log cabin in the Arkansas Ozark Hills in Izard County with a dirt floor. And all of my siblings, except myself, were born at home. I'm the only one born in a hospital. That's kind of beside the point. But my mother and my father grew up during the Great Depression of the 1930s here in the United States. They both were from farming families in Arkansas, so they didn't suffer for lack of food. They couldn't hardly get a hold of sugar. They couldn't hardly get a hold of flour sometimes. Coffee could be hard to get a hold of. They didn't have to worry about gas rationing because they didn't have a vehicle. So up until the time my daddy died, my mother was a housewife and a mom. And almost overnight, she went to work, 2 different jobs, 18 hours a day, to support and raise 4 children. And we never knew when we were growing up how hard that was for her. Because our mama did her very best to always keep a smile on her face. My sister quit school in the 8th grade to raise me because mother had to go to work. She worked at a cafe during the day, and she worked in a commercial laundry of an evening, a place where back then in the 1950s, places like hotels, motels, inns, most of them didn't have their own laundry facilities. They had a laundry service that would pick up and do their sheets and towels and whatnot like that. So that's what I mean when I say commercial laundry. My brothers went to work, and here's I always give long answers to short questions. That's just how I am. No matter what happened in our lives, my mother, who was the queen of one-liners for almost any circumstance, taught us a number of valuable lessons. In this case, it is, you never learn, no, rewind. You never get over it, you just learn to live with it. Well, how do you learn to live with it? You don't fucking dwell and ponder on it all the time. Like anything else negative, don't feed it. When I wake up on a day like today, and I can tell, hi Anna, hi Prissy Missy, that I go to rise up and swing the beds, goddess of love, thank you, and swing the legs over. It only takes maybe 30 seconds to 60 seconds to realize today is the day. Now, what's going on today is what's called heavy legs, official medical term. And if you've ever seen like an old movie or a documentary or anything, back in the days when they had the sponge divers and they would have the big the big, see, and words come out, see, I said red instead of round, MS. And they had on the big old diving helmet, and they wore leaded boots to CD. Your mama was diagnosed with MS in 75. You have, goddess of love, you have remitting relapsing? Well, baby, we're paddling the same boat in the same direction. So, anyway, with your old heavy legs, it feels like you've got big old heavy boots on. It doesn't hurt. And I'll kindly tend to maybe step sideways and way. Some days are diamonds and some days are rust. And when I'm having a diamond day, I accomplish all that I can without overdoing it. Because when we're having a diamond day, And now, everybody, welcome, by the way, if you're new to the channel. I'm pretty new to doing live streams on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty new to YouTube. And usually what we talk about here is Summer Moon Utah Wells, a little missing girl, to whom our channel is dedicated here on Lip Lock No More. But my real name is Susan, and I'm coming to you from the Arkansas Ozark Hills, which is why I talk funny. And usually we have lots of trigger warnings because we talk about some really distasteful things. But today, I want to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about a little bit. See how y'all are doing, although I obviously am not doing a very good job at paying attention to chat. On my diamond days, I'm careful to not overdo it, going, yeehaw, I feel great today, look at everything I can get done, and just push hard. And then what you do is you put yourself into a relapse situation where you've overdone it. So balance, not only in physical activity, which is very important, to do everything physically you can. Mama always said, if you don't use it, you will lose it. So if you don't feel like getting up and walking the track today, get up and walk around the house today. I'm still answering Willow's, how do I keep a... Okay. I stay balanced as much as a human can in today's world with everything we are subjected to and subject ourselves to. It can be hard to stay kind of balanced mentally, mental health, psychological health. So that's where the pondering thing comes in. If it's distressful or stressful or causes feelings of anxiety, those kind of feelings, then what I do is I find something to get my mind off of it. Humor, music, a general love of life and of other human beings, getting plenty of rest, balanced nutritional diet, which also would include peanut M&Ms, popcorn, vanilla Coke, I don't eat very much meat. I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian. I just find I don't like it a whole lot. I don't know if that makes a difference. I get most of my protein from peanut butter and beans and lentils, and I don't hardly ever eat any fast food at all. Once a month, when I get my Social Security, we have a pizza delivered, my treat. Once a month, Bob goes around the corner up here. Well, it's a little bit more than around the corner, but to our favorite little Casa Mexicana chocolate. Oh, sure. If those in the world who give us our chocolate were to decide to stop giving us our chocolate, I think I might actually lose my ever-loving mind. I cannot live without chocolate. But anyway, Willow, honey, I hope maybe that, it's just general stuff, baby, staying positive. Am I positive all the time? No. Y'all seen me bawl my eyes out on here. Then you see me recover. It's called get a grip. Sometimes, baby, it's called it is what it is, so get the fuck over it. Here's another really important one from my mama that I carry with me, honey, in that vein. Don't worry about things you can do nothing about. And if you can do something about it, why would you worry? Do something. Do I still worry about things I can do nothing about? Yes. But I'll find something like something silly. Because we're older, doesn't mean we can't be silly. Right? Doesn't mean we can't appreciate farce and satire. My favorite TV show is Schitt's Creek. My friend Brandy brought me the entire. It's like, well, the reason I'm pointing it's because it's sitting over there in the box, and I was looking to see how many it might say. Schitt's Creek, the complete collection. Watch something funny, Angel G. Laughter best medicine. Watch something that is so ridiculous. Watch fucking Benny Hill, not Ben Hill. Watch some British comedy. Oh my word. If you're not into, find you Last of the Summer Wine, Waiting for God, Downton's Abbey. I'm not sure I said that right. Here come the bots. Hang on, let me get rid of if I can get my options. Carrie, it won't highlight for me. Carrie, do you see that? Here, I got it. There we go. Monty Python. I'm not dead yet. Bring out your dead. Bong. Bring out your dead. Bong. Shut up, Big Nose. Who are you calling Big Nose? Y'all get the point, right? You know what? I've got to smoke. I didn't smoke first, so I think we're going to try to go smoke. Libby! Hi, Libby! Babies, as always, if you would, any creators, and y'all, I think we have creators that I don't know they've got channels. So if you are goddess of love, that will absolutely help you keep a positive attitude. Because the most you will do is eat a bunch of M&Ms and popcorn. When we talk about drug use, hi Rocky Mountain High, you like the gummies? I find the edibles, and I've tried them. I like them more for a peaceful night's sleep. if I'm having, like if summer is spinning in my head like a top, or, look y'all, I know you're not going to believe, when I look down and off like that, I was trying to think about what else do I worry about. I'm not bullshitting you. I don't worry about anything else. Will the day come that I might? Has the day been that I have? Yeah. But the good Lord, if you believe in such things, or karma, if you are more into Eastern philosophies, which I am more into Eastern philosophies. I am not a religious woman. I'm a spiritual woman. Okay, let me get something warm and let's put on, and let's go smoke. Hi, DW. Honey, as you may have seen, hi, Nicole. We're not talking about anything in particular. Oh, to finish out with the weed before we go smoke a cigarette. In my lifetime, having been a teenager in the 60s and the very beginning of the 70s, it was a very tumultuous time here in the States in many ways. Civil rights, women's rights, coming up on the heels of gay rights movements. It was pre-HIV. And we were a generation of, at least the folks I ran with, make love, not war. As I got older and got into the entertainment business and got around, well, when I was a teenager, we were dropping acid too. I want to make it clear, I am not promoting in any way, shape, or form the use of any illegal or illicit substances, period. You notice the jar that I pulled out is a legal label. Okay. And I have not done any dope or drugs since September the 25th of 1985. But here's what I found. Through my experience with those who do cocaine, meth, uppers, downers, speed, crank, crack, alcohol, at some point in there it turns. It's a different turning point, isn't it, baby dolls, for different people, depending on who we are, our life experience, the mood we're in when we do the substance, what we are around while we are experiencing the substance. But every single person I've ever known that I can think of right now at the top of my head that did anything other than smoking weed got mean or got greedy or lost their job or didn't pay their bills or they hurt other people physically or they hurt other people financially or they hurt other people by losing their inhibitions and being unfaithful in what was considered to be a monogamous relationship, punching holes in walls, wrecking cars, hurting, killing other people in cars. Okay, y'all get it. I have never in almost 5 decades of smoking weed, except for when I was pregnant and nursing my babies, have I ever known a weed smoker. Yeah, honey, meth is, yes, honey, is in that. I mean, I'm not going to tell the whole story again, but yeah, weed smokers are chill. Weed smokers want to listen to some music, maybe, talk a whole bunch with their friends, uh, depending on your interests, on solving all the world's problems, down to do we have enough mayonnaise to make a fried potato sandwich? So I run, not that I run with any crew anymore. Bob and I don't run with the biker club anymore. Age, health. We had 21 hard, solid years of him being a booze fighter, me being a boozette. We had a little chat the other day, Bob and I did, about how we've reached a point in our life that we have been there and done it. We didn't leave stones unturned. We don't look back over our decades and regret. Do I have hell yes. Y'all, I have fucked up so many times in my life. Big fuck ups that resulted in other people not being physically hurt, but their hearts broken through either selfishness on my part, self-serving interest on my part. I'm going to do what I want to do regardless of whether you want me to do it or not on my part. I've hurt people. I believe I've made amends to all of them but one. And I can't make amends to the one because the one is dead. And that's another thing my mama, impressed on me. And it was the one of the biggest mistakes I ever made in my life and could never fix. Now, I didn't realize till later in life that where Mama got this from was the Bible. But here's the way she put it. Do not let the sun set on your anger. I promise I'm going to go smoke and look at your chat. What that means is, let me give you a practical example. Let's say this evening at the supper table, let's say Bob and I have a fuss. We don't fuss. I can't tell you the last time we had a fuss, but let's say we have one. And he's perturbed and I'm perturbed, and so he's going to go in his room and read, and I'm going to come in here and watch YouTube because I don't want to talk to you right now. And then Bob falls asleep reading, and I fall asleep. Now remember, this is a scenario. And let's say I fall asleep watching YouTube. And in the night, one of us dies. What is the last memory the other has of the person that they have loved, cherished, taken care of, mended when they were hurt? worked through the hard times financially, enjoyed the good times financially, rode the fuck out of a 9-foot, 10-inch chopper built around a 1977 Harley Sportster engine, rode the fuck out of it. Is that what I would want the man I love, or my children, or my friends? Is the last memory of me I would want them to have to be, we went to bed mad, and now I can never say, I love you, and I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. And that's something else I wish people would remember. There is no shame in saying I'm sorry. There's honor in saying I'm sorry. All right, I've got to smoke while we're sitting here talking about nothing. Or maybe something. Because you know what I have found out when I look at your chat? Sometimes y'all say something I really need to hear. Sometimes I say something I didn't know one of you needed to hear. And here's the thing. If I say one single thing that helps one single one of you through one single moment, then I'm good with that. Let me get something. I guess I can turn you where you can watch what I'm doing. It's a mess in here. And then when we get out here, I'm going to look at your chat. Which is kind of silly when you stop and think about it. Because where is it that when we are there, I cannot see your chat? Outside when we're smoking. I think I have a catch-22, otherwise known as a conundrum. Is it cold where y'all are? Now, I know it ain't cold down there for you Aussies. You little stinker pots are in the middle of freaking summer. But guess what? My darling Aussie friends, good day, mates. We'll be in the middle of summer when you're not. What y'all do with my cigarettes? Where's my mom's cigarettes at? I swear. I can't turn my back on you guys for 1 second. You hide my cigarettes. If you don't hide my cigarettes, you hide my lighter, you hide my good high brown Skittle. Good day, mate. My Aussie friends are going to come through the phone and go, you are such an idiot. You sound nothing like us. Y'all, did anybody watch Down Under Crime Talks last night? I'm trying to see if there are names in here that I saw last night. I mod for Sharon, by the way. Last night was an interesting, I also mod for Q Carlock and a couple of other channels, and both of them little stinker pots went live, and I was modding simultaneously. Fortunately, the people in their chat rooms, other than these weird-ass bots that are coming up here lately every time you say certain names, ain't that weird? Well, shit, fire and save matches. Hang on. Anywho, that was fun. I'm pretty sure that it was my first time trying to remember. I'm pretty sure that was my first time to be simultaneously modding 2 channels at the same time. But because y'all are good, it wasn't that hard to do. I'm trying to get where... You think I did all right, Griffey? Griffey, I kept feeling like I was just running off and leaving you guys to run over to Q Carlock. But they had David Robinson, the father of missing Daniel Robinson. And I'm wanting so hard. Thank you, MS, for making me say words that are not the word. What is that, aphasia? I can't remember. I hate all the medical terms that go along with this, so I just call it what it is. I can't talk right. And now, see, I can't remember what I was talking about, and I ain't even stoned yet. What were we talking about? Oh, and Libby. Yeah, modding on 2 channel. Libby is also a mod on Sharon's channel, so, you know, and Griffey is too. Miss Justice 1111 and Daisy. Well, I can't even... I'm sorry if you're a mod for Sharon and I left you out. There are a number of us, but it makes it really easy over there. Yeah, see, Griffey, and as you know, baby doll, it's me and this little old cheap Android phone, 4G Android. So, and a lot of times, you know, you'll start lagging on a phone, and so you're just tapping that screen, trying to highlight that name to time them out or take them out or whatever, and while the options won't come up. Oh my goodness, I get so aggravated. You was what you're beaches. I'm a beesh. I'm also a shinner, and we're locking up, so. And I locked up with my mouth wide open. Holy cow. All right. I guess I'm going to have to go inside and let those few puffs satisfy me. Shay, safe place, I know you're a shinner. She's a shinner. I'm a shinner. He's a shinner. Wouldn't you like to be a shinner too? Yeah, we're going to have to go inside and plug in. Well, honeys, I know you're saying, Angel, to enjoy this cigarette, but I hate for y'all to look at me all locking up like this. I mean, it's got to be... I know some of you babies are watching like on a big screen, a bigger screen and stuff, and that would make me nauseous. I would have to just thank heavens so far, as much as I can tell, our audio doesn't lag. Only our video lags. Laugh Through Life, I love your name. Because laughing through life is important, isn't it? Yeah, Griffey, bottler. And Griffey, something else that has happened, and I'm not tech savvy. And I've got to find somebody in this town that can help me. It's okay to name drop, and go ahead and drop. I'm kind of mad at him right now, but I get over being mad. It's like how I haven't watched Ziggy for a couple of days because she had, man, I'm totally fucking locked up. We're going to have to go inside and plug up. Because, y'all, I'm the type that just because a creator might say or do something that makes me unhappy, I'm not going to unsub from them. I'm not going to abandon. I would like to think that y'all are mature enough. I know I'm jumping all around subjects here, but I would like to think that viewers are mature enough on my channel to where on a day that I might say something that just goes the fuck all over you. Like, I cannot believe she just fucking said that. And I might say something that just absolutely sets you on fire. And it'll make you not want to watch because you're mad. Just like you're mad at your significant other or that don't mean you don't love them anymore. It just means you're mad for a little while. So, if you don't know, I despise Ernie Shell. He makes my skin crawl. He makes my gut wrench. I can't stand the look of him. I can't stand the sound of him. I cannot stand him. Well, y'all may know, the other evening, for 2 nights in a row, I believe, because I didn't watch the second night, I saw that he was on there. I love Ziggy herself. Her panels sometimes drive me up the wall. But I love Ziggy herself. So, it's like, okay, Ziggy, I love you very much. I really wish that you had not had him on your show. And so I'm a little bit miffed. But because I love you, I'll probably be back tonight. If she is out of Tennessee. Because I'm not watching that shit either. And Ziggy, honey, if you see this, I mean no disrespect. I love you and you know that I do. But I think the 3-ring shit show that has taken place on Ben Hill Road, in the Beach Creek community, in Kingsport, in Rogersville, and in Knoxville over the past week or so. There are creators who live down there. They're the people I'm going to listen to when it comes to what's going on down there. Not why. What does it accomplish? What did it accomplish? Yes, here we go. Let's have a rant, and Susan hasn't even looked at the chat. What did they accomplish? Well, some would say, hi, Sleuth Mom. Some would say, here's what they accomplished. They got people focused on Summer Wells. Fuck you, motherfuckers. No, you didn't. Because there are some of us who talk about her on YouTube every single day. Every single day. And I will guarantee you that the potential 1,000 people who see my videos actually care about Summer. The potential 3,000 or 4,000 who saw Molly Golightly or Bullshit Betty or red skirt wearing riches, little Richie Rich. Watch their chat. Do the people in that chat give a flying fuck about summer? No. They care about the they want the drama. They want the fighting. They want the bickering. They want the going at each other. Creators going at each other. People in chat rooms going at each other. I've been in chat rooms where you've got chatters trying to get the creators' attention by tagging them that your mods are fucking fighting in your chat room. Your mods are fighting. Well, you know one of my favorite phrases. What the fuck is wrong with you people? That's why we got rules here on Lip Lock No More. Freedom of speech, fuck yeah, I'm all for it. But I think some people who go on and on and on about their fucking freedom of speech have never read the amendment. They don't know what their freedom of speech entails. And what today, in this country, the United States of America, many people consider to be free speech, nothing more than just spewing shit out of your mouth because you can fucking get away with it. I prefer to use my Constitution and its amendments responsibly. Just because I can say it doesn't mean I have to or should. Another thing from my mama. Do I follow it all the time? No. Y'all watch me. So you know I don't follow all the time what I'm about to say. If you don't have something nice to say, keep your mouth shut. Now, I like to alter that to this. If you don't have something constructive to say, keep your mouth shut. Toodles, yeah. They're wasting your oxygen, baby. Sometimes we let them waste our time. Sometimes y'all let me waste your time. We haven't talked about anything, or I haven't. Y'all are. Y'all are talking to one another about significant things. Today, in our process of who, what, where, when, why, how, babies, we're at the why. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get mentally and emotionally prepared for us to sit down as a group and discuss in the manner we have been why it's gone. Not method, that's how. Motive is why. So since that is going to be the next of the really, I don't want to really do this part, I need to ask y'all to be patient with me. And in the meantime, if you would, y'all be thinking about what do you think the motives may have been. Let's don't discuss it here now. I can't. I'm just not in the head space or the heart space today. That's why you won't see summer in the title. We're not going to have summer hashtag, and that'll mean that we're not going to get as many views. Well, when I'm talking about nothing, do I care how many views I get? No. I only care about how many views and shares I get if I'm talking about Summer, or if I'm talking about Daniel Robinson, or if I'm talking about Harmony Montgomery. That's who Sleuth Mom's been talking about. Harmony Montgomery. What about Kadar Williams that I totally lost sight of? I don't even know if that baby's been found. I dropped the ball. But on the days that a child or an adult's name is in the title or the hashtag, those are the days that the views matter. What's a peppermint roll, Kim? What's a peppermint roll? I have to know. I've never heard of peppermint roll. Where are the children going, radio gods? Yes, baby. Oh, pepperoni! Oh! I thought it said, good morning, honey. I thought it said, did that not say peppermint roll? Coffee and peppermint roll. Did it say pepper? What's a pepperoni roll? And yes, honey, it is like, I haven't looked at USA Today. Is it today? Is it USA Today today? I'll find it. Listen, y'all, you remember that 3 weeks in a radio gods, honey, I don't know. The internet has absolutely, babies, there's so many of you that cannot relate to a world without computers and the internet. Was there all of the kind of distasteful things happening? Well, fuck, it's been happening since there's been human beings on the face of the earth. Let's not kid ourselves now. What we talk about, and here's something else I've said a number of times, what we're talking about is not new. What's new is that we're talking about it. Hi, Stella. But what is really relatively in all of the eons of mankind is the motherfucking internet. And then people who are real tech savvy and, in many cases, at the very top, have a buttload of fucking money. Epsteins, Weinsteins, princes, presidents, movers and shakers, CEOs of huge corporations, millionaires who like children. And I don't mean in a good way. So if you've got that much money and that much power, just like dope dealing. What I was going to refer to is there was 3 weeks in a row that I read y'all an article out of the Arkansas Democrat Gazette Sunday paper. For 3 weeks in a row, we had articles 4 or 5 columns long about sex trafficking rings, child sex trafficking rings, busted here in Arkansas, all of them using the Kik app, K-I-K. All of them were using Kik. Some are using smart, what's it called? Snapchat. Y'all know a lot more about these apps and stuff than I do. That's why there are channels such as myself who try to remember to be responsible to ask you, if you have children in your home and you allow them access, please monitor them. You're not invading their privacy. They're your kids. And you may have a different point of view, and that's fine. But when I was raising my kids didn't have privacy. Yes, they had a bedroom door that closed. Yes, they had a bathroom door that locked. Yes, when they were talking on a phone that was attached to the wall with a curly cord, they were allowed to carry that long cord around into the other room so they could talk to their girlfriend that they were going steady with about what we're doing tonight or this weekend, and have privacy. Fuck, I wasn't born an old woman. That's another thing that will help you stay balanced. When you're trying to figure out why somebody of a certain age would do a certain thing, remember when you were that age. So yes, a teenager wants, y'all know what I'm saying. But we're talking about a world where there are thousands, potentially tens of thousands of people, maybe hundreds of thousands worldwide. Let's get a trigger warning, because I'm going to get graphic. Y'all need to see in your mind's eye somebody takes a photograph of a child in a sexually explicit pose. Quite often the person who took the picture is their mother or their father. Why would they do that? Because they're into child porn? No. Did I say they took a picture molesting the child, abusing the child, raping the child? No, I didn't. I said they took a picture of a child in a sexually explicit position. They're into money. The picture goes up, it's in a Dropbox, whatever, dark web. Somebody around on the other side of the world pulls up the picture of the child in a sexually explicit position. Something like maybe you would see in a centerfold of Hustler magazine. What do men or women usually do looking at a centerfold in a magazine? They masturbate. Hardcore, graphic. What does a pedo who cannot in real life get their hands on a child do? Or maybe they're scared to go that far. Nasty as fuck, Anna. They're doing the same thing that they would have done over the Hustler centerfold. but they're doing it over the body of a child. You want to know why I take this shit seriously? Furthermore, do you want that to be your child? That some nasty ass, skanky, whether they're a lowlife living in a trailer park, shooting up meth, or whether they are Epstein on their own island in a multi-million-dollar mansion, the nastiness is the same. The thought process is the same. The disgust we have with them should be the same. And our desire to stop them, which we will never do. Baby dolls, do not kid yourselves. This has been happening since time immemorial. It will continue to happen when every single one of us is long dead and gone and turned into dust in the ground. But if we save one, just one, isn't it worth it? Isn't it worth trying to stay focused on the children, focused on the missing teenagers, focused on the runaways, focused on the kidnapped, focused on the adults like Daniel Robinson, focused on the adults like Rosemary Bly? Because if we can save just one, it will be worth every tear I have shed, every sleepless night I and you have experienced, every tear you have shed, every moment of concern, every time you watch a channel like Sleuth Mom, every time you avoid people like Molly Golightly and those kind of people who waste your time. Just one makes it worth it to me for every troll attack, every minion attack, every flying monkey attack, all of the nasty remarks, all of the lies. If I can die knowing that I helped save one human being from being sex trafficked, I will die with a smile on my face. Let's read a story. Radio gods, I love you. I don't know you. I don't know any of you, baby. Well, I kind of know some of you, because there are a few of you that we FaceTime occasionally, and we send voice messages on Instant Messenger. So there are some of you I've heard your voices, and I've seen your faces. But you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. But Radio Gods, I've been watching you in chat rooms and as a moderator on other channels for months now, and you are so consistent. I respect consistency. There are a lot of other people in this chat room consistent. So even though we don't really know each other, like a commenter said earlier in our chat, it's like we're all sitting in the same living room. That's how I want you to feel. I want you to feel like you're sitting in a chair right there, a nice, big, cozy, comfy one. And right now you've got a lap robe, your favorite warm or cool beverage, and we're just a group of chicks and maybe some dudes just chatting. Hi, Liz Robinson. So, let's, oh, Angel G, I'm constantly under attack, dear. Most likely, many of you, because you are, from what I have seen of you in other chat rooms, where I go to see how you act in other chat rooms. I have mods who watch channels for me. I do ask that my viewers and people, there's no need to send me that so-and-so on another channel is calling you this and taking your footage and doing that. Babies, here's why. I'm not going to watch it. I don't feed ugly. I don't feed negative. I starve it to death, if possible. So, for those of you who aren't aware that I'm under attack, that would be because you don't watch shit channels. That would be because you watch good, decent, reliable channels who from time to time will make an error in judgment, like we all do. Me, all the time. That means you're watching channels with responsible creators who don't create their content by taking other people's content and making something out of it that it is not. So kudos to you that you're not aware that I am maligned and under attack, called a paid actress, fake tears, a liar, a cheat, a scammer. I'm the head, in case you didn't know, of an organized crime unit. And I don't mean law enforcement. Like, I'm the Grand Mall, Gun Mall, not Grand Mall. I'm so sorry, MS. If you suffer with epilepsy, I'm so sorry. Gun Mall. Oh, yes, I'm a Russian. See what Anna's telling you? I'm actually, I was trying to think. Yes, Esther. Honey, you didn't know that? Esther, you're here all the time. Esther, we had a live the other day just for me and you, and all these other people showed up, remember? So what I'm thinking, Esther, is that you must be one of my... Esther, are we secret spies together and we don't know it? Yeah. Let's see. What else am I? I'm working with the Russians. I'm working with the North Koreans. I'm a witch. What else? Oh, I'm not the age that I say I am. I'm not who I say I am, and I don't live where I say I live. But the one that really... Well, of course, baby, it's ridiculous. I hadn't heard anything about China. Am I connected with China? I'm a secret squirrel. We're all the witches, Bonnie says. And, people want to go around talking about witches. Not all witches are the motherfucking Salem witch hunt, whatever the fuck. There's such a thing as white magic. I don't practice it. I don't know anything about witchcraft. I don't know Secret Squirrel. What's the other? Mr. Gadget, Professor Gadget? Look, I'm the type I'd rather Sherman set the Wayback Machine. Look at here now. Carrie Bishop, we're all squirrely on this channel. Shorty, you didn't know that? Shorty, if you would watch, Shorty Small, if you would watch some trash, shit, three-ring circus channels, you would know me, honey. If you would go over and watch Enchanted Crap Path, or if you would go over and watch JTFKGG Clarice Keys, or there's probably some others out there. Lordy mercy, honey, shit Farsight matches. They take my footage, you wouldn't believe what they do to it. It's hilarious. I mean, if you want to see, now, but don't go there unless you have your tinfoil hat, which is very important, because the tinfoil hat has the magical ability to deflect anything coming into your brain that you don't want in there. You would also probably need a screwdriver. I would take one where you can flip it, whether it's standard or a Phillips or an Allen wrench, different kinds of screws, because there are loads of loose screws that even with the very best of screwdrivers, you most likely will not be able to tighten up. But if you want to know all about Susan Brewer of Heber Springs, Arkansas, and all of those horrible things about her, please feel free to go watch shit. Look, one of my favorite TV shows used to be an animated adult series called King of the Hill. And in the show, King of the Hill, there was a character named Dale. Dale was extremely paranoid about almost everything. And if you ever look at my About page on my channel, and it may be even when you first pull it up and it's got, the page that comes up with the green and the angel and the little butterfly garden, you'll see a quote. And I had no idea when I started my channel just how much that quote would apply today to the shit channels I'm talking about. It's just another apocalyptic voodoo monkey in the sky. That's it. That's what trolls are. That's what... Oh, another favorite. If you have seen... What's it called? It's a movie. Ready Player One. Now I do not body shame. I don't condone body shaming, and I really wish that people wouldn't do it. So I want you to know that what I'm about to say is actually a line of dialogue from the movie Ready Player One. It's not me personally body shaming. When one character says to another, in the virtual world, not the real one, but talking about the real world, how do you know that that person is not a man named Chuck sitting in his mama's basement weighing 360 pounds, living in Detroit? In the movie, it will absolutely crack you up. When it comes to being a YouTube creator, being an old woman with old-fashioned, conventional, rather traditional ways in a lot of ways, transitioning from television years and years to YouTube, your generation's stuff, just another apocalyptic voodoo monkey in the sky. All right. We're going to read a story and say bye-bye. Because I want to smoke some weed, and I'm getting hungry, and I'm hungrier after I smoke some weed. Oh, fair use clause of copyright law. Let's see. Section 107 of 1976 allows for purpose of teaching, commentary, education, already said teaching, parody, satire, and just general, like to leave you feeling good with something. We're going to invoke that clause so that I can read to you from Politically Correct Bedtime Stories, written by James Finn Garner, published by Macmillan Publishing Company of New York, copyright 1994 by James Finn Garner. A politically correct bedtime story, Rumpelstiltskin. Long ago, in a kingdom far away, there lived a miller who was economically disadvantaged. This miller shared his humble dwelling with his only daughter, an independent young woman named Esmeralda. Now the miller was very ashamed of his poverty. Rather than angry at the economic system that had marginalized him, and was always searching for a way to get rich quick. If only I could get my daughter to marry a rich man, he mused in a sexist and archaic way. She'll be fulfilled, and I'll work another day in my life. To this shabby end, he had an inspiration. He would start a rumor that his daughter was able to spin common barnyard straw into pure gold. With this untruth, he would be able to attract the attention of many rich men and marry off Esmeralda. The rumor spread through the kingdom in a manner that just happened to be like wildfire, and soon reached the prince. As greedy and gullible as most men of his station, he believed the rumor and invited Esmeralda to his castle for a May Day festival. But when she arrived, he had her thrown into a dungeon filled with straw and ordered her to spin it into gold. Locked in the dungeon, fearing for her life, Esmeralda sat on the floor and wept. Never had the exploitativeness of the patriarchy been so apparent to her. As she cried, a diminutive man in a funny hat appeared in the dungeon. "Why are you crying, my dear?" he asked. Esmeralda was startled, but answered him. "The prince has ordered me to spin all this straw into gold." "But why are you crying?" he asked. "Because it can't be done." "What are you, specially abled or something?" The differently statured man laughed and said, "Dearie, you're thinking too much with the left side of your brain, you are. But you are in luck. I will show you how to perform this task, yes. But first, you must promise to give me what I want in return." With no alternative, Esmeralda gave her assent. To turn the straw into gold, they took it to a nearby farmers' cooperative, where it was used to thatch an old roof. With a drier home, the farmers became healthier and more productive, and they brought forth a record harvest of wheat for local consumption. The children of the king, strong and tall, went to a cooperative school and gradually turned the kingdom into a model democracy with no economic or sexual injustice or low infant mortality rates. For his part, the prince was captured by an angry mob and stabbed to death with pitchforks outside the palace. As new investment money poured in from all over the world, the farmers remembered Esmeralda's generous gift of straw and rewarded her with numerous chests of gold. When all this was done, the diminutive man in the funny hat laughed and said, "Now that's how you turn straw into gold." Then his expression became menacing. "Now that I have done my work, you must fulfill your part of the bargain. You must give me your firstborn child." Esmeralda shot back at him. "I don't have to negotiate with anyone who would interfere with my reproductive rights." The vertically challenged man was taken aback by the conviction in her voice. Deciding on a change in tactics, he said slyly, "Fair enough, dearie. I'll let you out of the bargain if you can guess what my name is." "All right," said Esmeralda. She paused a second, tapped her chin with her finger, and said, "Would your name be, oh, I don't know, maybe Rumpelstiltskin?" "Ah!" screeched the man of non-standard height. But, how did you know?" Esmeralda replied, "You are still wearing your name badge from the Little People's Empowerment Seminar." Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin screamed in anger and stamped his foot, at which point the earth cracked open and swallowed him up in a rush of smoke and sulfur. With her gold, Esmeralda moved to California to open a birth control clinic where she showed other women how not to be enslaved by their reproductive systems, and lived to the end of her days as a fulfilled, dedicated, single person. There goes her gold. So that's how you turn straw into gold. You take it down to the local market. You sell it to people who need a new thatch roof. They get a dry roof. They get healthier. They get more productive. They grow a better crop. The children need a better crop. The children grow healthier and stronger and taller. And create a better society. And they don't need the sawed-off little sack of shit who wants to hurt our children in order to get money. Okay, what can be, what's our going out song today? Didn't think of one ahead of time. When I was young, I used to wait upon my master and pass him his plate, and pass the bottle when he got dry, and brush away the bootail fly. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. My master's gone away. That's all we're getting today. I want to go smoke. I'll do you a better song tomorrow. I love you all very much. I'm really glad you were here today for me jacking my jaws about almost absolutely nothing. Because when I see y'all in the morning, somehow or another the rest of my day just goes okay. Because of you. Because of you. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get back on summer. I want to talk about Daniel Robinson. And I want to find out what has happened to Kadara Williams. Behave. Right. Like you would actually do that. Like you would actually behave yourselves. Like you would actually be good when I'm not looking at you. Or maybe because I'm a spy. Could be watching all of you all the time. Not. Bye. I love you. Bye. Get out. Go away. Go home. Go home. Go home.